Yo, what's good? It's just boxing. I'm back again. Let's talk a little bit of boxing, man. I'm on my favorite site. Well, one of my favorite sites, boxingnews24.com. Let's talk about this Terence Crawford versus Velasquez fight on December 14 on ESPN. Yeah, the fight is set, man. The fight is set. The fights are set, and the dates are here. On the undercard, you have Richard Kame versus Teofimo Lopez, and you have Colin versus Nikini. So let's get to the article. It says pound for pound, Boogeyman is ready to battle the machine. When has Terence Crawford become the Boogeyman? Terence Crawford is no Boogeyman, dude. Stop hyping this dude up. But anyway. Terence Bud Crawford will defend his WBO welterweight world title against undefeated mandatory challenger Mean Machine Velasquez Saturday, December 14 at Madison Square Garden as part of a special ESPN televised triple header that will immediately follow the 2019 Heisman Trophy presentation. Oh, but that's a good see. Now that's good marketing for a change. That's great marketing. You put it right behind the Heisman Trophy presentation. Hopefully, the college fans will gravitate from the Heisman Trophy to watching a boxing match. And it's about time. ESPN has actually done something right. Now, will it translate to more views? We'll see. But that's a good strategy. A good step. It's about time they have done something for this man. Something. Because promoting him has been absolutely zero. Really. And just looking at the card, I don't think it's really for him. I think it's more for Colin and Teofimo Lopez and Richard Cutman. I don't even think that, I don't think they promote Terence Crawford like that. But anyway, Richard Cutman versus Teofimo Lopez is a co-feature. The triple header on ESPN and ESPN Deportes will also feature IBF lightweight world champion Richard Cutman defending his title against human highlight film and Brooklyn native Teofimo Lopez. Additionally, in the 10-round featherweight special attraction, Irish sensation, see what I'm saying? And New York fan favorite Michael Mick Collin, I didn't know he was a New York fan favorite. Whatever. Will battle unbeaten Russian Vladimir Nikitin in a rematch of their highly controversial 2016 Olympic quarterfinal bout. The undercard with fights to be announced in this coming weeks will stream exclusively on ESPN Plus. The leading multi-sport streaming service starts at 6 p.m. This is the best card of the year, and Madison Square Garden is a fitting venue for what would be a special night, said top-ranked chairman Bob Arum. Bob Arum is old and delusional. Terence Crawford is a generational talent. No, he's not. But he'll have his hands full against the Mean Machine. No, he won't. He's going to smoke him because whatever, bro. Teofimo Lopez is taking a giant step up against Kame, and it would be a tremendous fight. Mick Connolly has been asking for Nikitin since the day he signed with Top Rank. Mike Conlon, he's a decent fighter, overhyped. So he finally gets his wish, and I know he wants to correct the tremendous injustice of the Rio Olympics. Yeah, he was cheated in the Olympics, though. He really was. He won that fight, but it's politics. But Crawford vows to be prepared for the Mean Machine. Velasquez is a two-time Olympian, and I can't take him lightly. Crawford said he's got everything to gain and nothing to lose, and that makes him dangerous. I never overlook any opponent, and this would be no exception. I'll be ready for anything and everything he brings on December 14th when I return to my second home, Madison Square Garden, and live on ESPN. He said, I have prepared my whole boxing career for a fight of this magnitude. Velasquez said, Terence Crawford is an excellent fighter, but I fear no man. Nobody has seen the best of me machine yet. He said, I'm going to shock a lot of people on December 14th, but it won't be a surprise to me. I've earned this title shot. It is my time. We will see, Mean Machine, because me, myself, I have no confidence in you in beating Terence Bud Crawford. But Terence Crawford is bringing in a perfect record of 35 wins, 0 losses with 26 knockouts. He's the pride of Omaha, Nebraska, has been impeccable since turning professional, winning world titles in 3 weight classes and unifying all 4 major world titles at super lightweight. He is 13-0 with 10 knockouts in world title bouts and has knocked out his last 6 opponents, including Olympic gold medalist Felix Diaz, bitter rival Jose Benavidez Jr., and Manny Pacquiao conqueror Jeff the Hornet Horn. Really? Stop hyping the dude resume up, man, like it's just this impeccable resume. Like, stop it, bro. In his last bout, April 20th at Madison Square Garden, Crawford neutralized former unified super lightweight world champion Amir King Khan en route of a 6-round TKO after Khan could not continue following a low blow. Mean Machine Velasquez is bringing in a perfect record of 21 wins, 0 losses, but he only has 1 draw. 17 knockouts, would be the 4th undefeated fighter Crawford has faced in his last 5 bouts. This article does not tell a lot of the story, but I'm just reading this article for what it is. Velasquez has been piling up the victories. A native of Kaunas, Lithuania, Velasquez represented his homeland at the 2008 and 2012 Olympics, rising the professional ranks with convincing victories over perennial contenders Juan Carlos Abreu and Roberto Ariza. Velasquez has a February 2018 TKO win over David Benavidez, who is now the current European welterweight champion. He has never been knocked down as a pro or amateur and trains out of the famed boxing laboratory in Oxnard, California. Richard Comey is bringing in a record of 29 wins and 2 losses with 24 knockouts, has had a career year, winning the vacant IBF lightweight title February 2nd in Frisco, Texas, with a devastating second-round TKO over Isu Shanias. He defended the belt June 29, knocking down former lightweight world champion Ray Beltran down 4 times before stopping him in the 8th round. He's a native of Ghana. He has won 4 in a row by knockout. Teofimo Lopez looking to capture his first world title. Lopez is bringing in a record of 14-0 with 11 knockouts at 22 years old. He didn't look good in his last fight. I think the height of his last opponent gave him a lot of problems. We're going to see what he's going to do now. But he's one of the boxing's budding superstars at big punching, big talking fighter who has become the sport's latest viral sensation. His post-fight Fortnite celebrations and backflips are the explanation point to his highlight reel knockouts. He fought last year on the post-Heisman Trophy celebration telecast, knocking out Mason Menard in 44 seconds, and then putting it on the jersey of Heisman Trophy winner Kyler Murray, who now plays with Arizona Cardinals. So shout out to Kyler Murray. Lopez is 3-0 in 2019, most recently prevailing via 12-round decision July 19 over Japanese veteran Nahakani in a title eliminator. Yeah, I mean he struggled in that fight. He struggled in that fight. He has a whole lot of holes in his game. I know he felt embarrassed, because him and his dad, has been yeah, I'm gonna bring up this old school slang we used to say back in the day, dissing. He been dissing a whole lot of fighters, and quote unquote critiquing other fighters' flaws, but his son showed a whole lot of flaws in that fight. And I'm afraid that Richard Coleman has a really good chance of knocking Teofimo Lopez out. So don't be shocked if Coleman get the knockout. But Richard Coleman, he said he's very excited about fighting Teofimo Lopez at MSG. He said, I'm very excited to fight at the Mecca of Boxing, Madison Square Garden, in my second world title defense against Teofimo Lopez, Coleman said. He said, my lifelong dream of becoming a world champion became a reality through many years of hard work in my homeland of Ghana, through the UK, in Europe, and finally in the United States of America. He said, I want to thank everyone on my team for making this possible. On December 14th, I will put on another spectacular performance in defending my world title for my fans in the arena and those watching on ESPN and around the world. Yes, sir. Richard has fought all over the world for many years to achieve his lifelong dream of not only becoming a true world champion, but also becoming a boxing star. And on December 14th against Teofimo Lopez, I believe that he will successfully defend his title for the second time in a spectacular fashion, said Lou Del Come's promoter. Teofimo wants to shut up his critics. Well, you're gonna have to prove it. You got to prove it Saturday night, there, buddy. Because I promise you, man, you're gonna be up against a veteran and a champion, and he's not gonna go down lightly. But he said, I'm finally back at Madison Square Garden, the place where I always wanted to win my first world title. Teofimo said, he said, I believe this fight will shut up all the critics and prove to everyone that I'm back, that I back up my talking in the ring. I respect Coleman as a champion, but when we're in that ring, it's going to be lights out for him. Come December 14th, he said, I am officially taking over the lightweight division. The winner of that fight would be looking for a unified we'll be looking to unify that division because Vasily Lomachenko has 3 belts, so whoever the winner would be facing him more than likely. I'm not sure what who Loma fight next. I need to go check and see who he's fighting next. But that fight, that unification fight, that needs to happen ASAP. Colin is bringing in a record of 12 wins, 0 losses, 7 knockouts. He's a prospect up-and-comer who is ranked in the top 10 as a featherweight by 3 of the major sanctioning organizations. He's looking to avenge the final and most controversial loss of his amateur career with a semifinal berth and a guaranteed Olympic medal on the line. Nakini was the beneficiary of a decision most experts believe Colin deserved. Yeah, he deserved that, man. He really got cheated. I mean, politics. I mean, it's politics in boxing, period, man. And especially in the Olympics. Oh, bro, man, it's so many fighters, have been messed over by the Olympics, man. It's ridiculous, bro. But anyway, Colin's disappointment motivated him for what has been a flawless professional campaign, a proven ticket seller at Madison Square Garden thanks to his annual St. Patrick's Day appearances. Colin is coming off a rousing TKO win over Diego Alberto Ruiz on August 3rd in front of a 10,000 hometown fans at Belfast Falls Park. Vladimir Nakini has already beaten Colin. He's bringing in a record of 3-0. Man, they still matching these dudes up against these cats like that, man. But he did not turn pro immediately following the 26 Olympics, electing to fight as an amateur throughout 2017. He signed a professional contract in 2018 with Top Rank, in large part because he wanted to face Colin as a pro. He said his come forward style has translated to the pro ranks as his won a trio of decisions. He has fought on the same card as Colin twice as a professional, so the message was clear. Colin and himself were destined to meet again. They were supposed to fight August 3rd at Falls Park, but Nakini, he suffered a torn bicep in training. Oh man, I hope that crap don't translate into this fight. I hope he's healed properly. Man, I didn't know that. Man, I hope he had a tune-up fight before this fight. But Michael Collin has done a lot of talking about me and our Olympic fight over the last few years. So talking finally ends December 14th. He said he's bitter over our last fight and can't accept the results. Well, my hand will be raised once again. So yeah, man, I'm looking for of course I'm looking for Terence Crawford to defeat Velasquez. Probably middle to late round stoppage. I'm looking for I'm gonna go in the line. I'm gonna say Coleman knocks him out in the 10th round. He's knocking Teofimo Lopez out in the 10th round. I don't think Teofimo has enough to keep him off of him. Colin takes this fight. He's knocking him out. So it's gonna be a good boxing card. I mean, finally a good promotion by ESPN to have the fight come on after the Heisman Trophy presentation. I mean, that, me personally, that's the highlight of the whole card. I mean, it's like, that's good promotion because, like I said earlier in the video, the college fan base would translate to watch this fight. It's similar to what the PBC did with the Earl Spence Jr. fight. They had it come on right after the Olympics, and what it did, it translated to him having like 6.1 something viewers watching him fight. So that was excellent marketing by Al Heyman and the PBC. So finally ESPN has done something right with Terence Crawford. He deserves, no matter how I feel about his resume, Terence Crawford is an excellent fighter. I just don't feel like he has a Hall of Fame resume. I mean, that's my opinion, and it's like, until someone proves me differently, he doesn't have a Hall of Fame resume. He doesn't have that one A-level fighter that, that you can point to and say, yeah, that's it. He doesn't have it. But maybe the Mean Machine, can do that. Who knows? It's boxing. Anything happen. But I'm expecting Terence Crawford to wash him, and hopefully Terence Crawford can get a fight with Showtime Sean Porter, because the Earl Spence fight is not going to come anytime soon because he's healing from his car accident. So that I'm looking for that fight to happen probably late December in 2020. So hey man, good card. I'm excited about it. I wish Terence Bud Crawford all the best. I like Teofimo Lopez. I like Richard Comey. May the best man win, man. Conley, Nakini, hey, let's get it. It's Just Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. Press the bell icon. Get notifications for all videos that's coming. It's Just Boxing, and I'm out. Peace.